Welcome back. Portland, Oregon has now emerged as a high-profile setting for President Donald Trump's immigration crackdown. CBS News rode along with federal ICE agents for a first-hand look at ongoing efforts to deport undocumented immigrants. CBS News immigration and politics reporter Camilo Montoyo Galvez joins me now with more on this. So, Camilo, you were there on that ride-along. What did you see?
Hi, Chanel. We really came here to better understand the Trump administration's dramatic crackdown on illegal immigration and the backlash that has ensued because of it. And we saw those tensions and that backlash on full display this morning when we rode along with ICE agents carrying out targeted enforcement operations, targeting people who are suspected of being in the country illegally and who also have serious criminal histories. We saw more than a dozen ICE agents this morning arrest a man from Mexico who had been released that morning from state prison after serving a sentence for manslaughter. But his children were there waiting for him to be released, Chanel, and they were asking ICE not to take their father into custody. It was a really tense situation, a really tense environment. One of the children, according to ICE, tried to interfere with federal agents and to stop that arrest from happening and was also taken into custody. That really illustrates the tensions in these communities. And of course, ICE would tell us, Chanel, that they are simply doing their jobs and enforcing federal immigration law. But for example, the protesters here behind us would strongly disagree with that.
And Camilo, I know we've seen these stories about some of the backlash that ICE is getting to the way in which they're arresting folks. You spoke to a top ICE official. What are they saying about that?
That's right, Chanel. Well, of course, one of the main sources of these tensions is that many in communities across the country feel that ICE's tactics have become too indiscriminate, too heavy-handed, and too aggressive. They also feel the Trump administration's crackdown on immigration has extended well beyond the dangerous criminals that the president promised to deport, and also includes now people who are here illegally but who have been here for many years and don't have a criminal record. And I posed that question to Marcus Charles, who is the head of ICE's deportation branch. Let's take a listen.
We're going to arrest you if you're here illegally in the country. However, we're not going to target you necessarily unless you have committed a crime.
But you would arrest that person even if that individual does not have a criminal record?
Yes, 100%. If you're here illegally in the United States, we will arrest you.
And even if that person has been here for 40 years?
Yes, yes.
So, Chanel, this top ICE official is making it very clear. The agency is still primarily targeting people who are here illegally and also have criminal histories. But if they find somebody who is here in the country without permission, that person will be taken into custody.
Okay, good to get some clarity on that. Camilo, thank you.